Alrighty, everybody. Can you hear me? I've got a mute button on the side here that I cannot see whether I've pushed it properly or not. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live intro presentation. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending some time with you this evening as we go through what is very much a proposition of DuePoint's business opportunity. So this presentation is especially geared towards guests. So I know and trust that we have lots of wealth engineers watching tonight's presentation, but we've got guests, and the presentation is designed to inform our guests about this business opportunity. You are free to ask any questions that you would like in the chat on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We've got Stacy manning the streaming technology this evening, so I think she's probably going to send me some WhatsApps with regards to any questions that you have, and I'll endeavor to answer all those questions for you. So without further ado, let's begin. DuePoint is a business that's been around now for about 5.5 years. We were formed in August of 2015, and we launched to the public in February 2016. So 5.5 years. And it is a business that was founded on the aspirations of being able to empower South Africans to create financial security for themselves. And so we have this term, wealth creation powered by social entrepreneurship, because this really encompasses what DuePoint is all about. DuePoint is about wealth creation. Many people don't appreciate what wealth creation is. The ability to create wealth is to be able to create income for yourself that is sustainable, that is inherently sustainable. It is not a salary. Salaries have nothing to do with wealth. Why? Because they are fraught with risk. We all know that, especially in the last 2 years. A lot of us have had to come to terms with the fragility of salary-based income. At DuePoint, we try to get you to come create for yourself something that creates wealth. And that is what this proposition is all about this evening. Our business is open up to the public, so any adult South African can come join DuePoint. And that's why on the slide you see powered by social entrepreneurship, because our business is all about entrepreneurship. Like I often say, this is not a hobby. This is not something we do when we feel like it. It is entrepreneurship. If you've ever had the luxury of trying to run your own business, you will appreciate what being a successful entrepreneur takes. And DuePoint really requires the same amount of commitment if you want to be successful in this business. And it's a real partnership, because the people that come into our business, we rely 100% on the wealth engineers, on the members that join us in this business to make DuePoint work. DuePoint is just the platform. It is just the system that you are able to come leverage for yourself to create wealth for yourselves. We're going to be going through a couple of benefits of DuePoint, the benefits that are in store for you in this business, and we're going to start off with the primary benefit. And that primary benefit is the ability to create what we call asset-based recurring income. To explain what asset-based recurring income is, for me, I find it easier to explain the antithesis of it, and that is typically income that is generated through your time, right? So most South Africans, I can't say most anymore because our unemployment rate is so high, but for the South Africans that are employed, your salary is predicated on a contract, and that contract dictates to you how much time you have to spend at your employer. And if anything threatens your ability to work, well, then your income is threatened. Your income's at risk. And so if your business or the industry or your particular job has been at risk because of the lockdowns in the last 2 years, your income is at risk. When you get to retirement age, and many companies will force you into retirement, right? Whether you like it or not. So legally they're allowed to do that. And when you get to retirement age, again, if you're not able to work, you won't be deriving income. Why? Because your income is derived through the time that you spend working. Even if you're one of those individuals that has decided to start your own business, and you might have a small business, you might have a big business, if you are required to be involved in that business every single day, you're not creating wealth. You are still constrained by time. All that you've done is created a job for yourself. And so when we look at these different forms of creating income through time, immediately you see the inherent risks involved with income generated in this fashion. At DuePoint, you have the ability to start creating a stake for yourself in an insurance company that is turning 70 years old next year, by the way, and you get to come join us and partner with us and build for yourself a stake. We call it a channel of distribution within this business. And this asset that you build here at DuePoint is what creates the income for you on a monthly basis. This is true asset-based recurring income. It is one of the great things inherent to insurance companies. So if you go speak to brokers, they will understand this because they are able to create income very similar to this. And that is your opportunity here, is to create true annuity, passive-based income for yourself with DuePoint. How do you do that? What is your mandate? What are we inviting you to come do in this business? Your only mandate is to come help us grow DuePoint in South Africa. We want every household, in every town, in every corner of South Africa, to know that this opportunity exists. And if you come join DuePoint and help us do that, and by doing that, all you have to do is go out and share the business opportunity with other individuals. That is your opportunity to start building an asset for yourself in this business. Because if any of those individuals decide to join DuePoint or take out one of our financial products, that asset that you start to build pays out a recurring income to you every single month. You also get to enjoy the benefit of leverage in this business. What is leverage? Leverage is the ability for you to not only benefit from your efforts, but to benefit from the efforts of a team that you build around you. So we treat it, I define it as an asset, but that asset is made out of people that you've connected to DuePoint. Those people are also at liberty to start connecting other individuals. The benefit and the leverage offered to you in this business is that you get to benefit and be remunerated from your team's efforts, right? I often think of the comparison. Would you want to be just a lone salesperson, the bottom rung of a corporate business, or would you prefer to be the national sales director that earns income based off your the entire effort of your team nationally? Of course you want to be at the top. You have that opportunity here within DuePoint to build an effective team around you where you get to benefit from the effort of multiple individuals helping you build your channel of distribution. What that does is it unlocks exponential growth in your business. We are so used to this linear form of income, right? You think of any salaried individual. What can they expect from an income growth point of view? So if you very old like me, can you see I'm getting a lot grayer here on the sides? My one child pointed that out to me the other day. Dad, you're getting very gray on the sides. I was like, thank you. But if I look at my salary over the last 2 decades and how it's increased, it's got nothing. I can't look at it and define it anywhere close to exponential growth. Exponential growth is something that can happen on a monthly basis here at DuePoint. And so I'm going to show you exactly how we calculate that remuneration that we pay all our wealth engineers every single month. And you will see the leverage and the exponential growth that you can unlock in your income. You don't have to be one of these people that derive income through time. And if you're lucky, if you're one of the lucky people, maybe get a 5% raise a year, if you're lucky, all right? Let alone keep your job. Here at DuePoint, you get to, often what Brendan says is you get to take control over your income. Our control has been stripped away from us, especially in the last 2 years. Absolutely stripped away from you. If your business falls to pieces just because of this lockdown, right, you feel out of control. DuePoint is designed to empower people and give them control over their income back again. We had a great intro presentation and Super Saturday on Saturday where we spoke about just the feeling of security that DuePoint can give you, knowing that you're going to get paid every single month based on the amount of effort that you put into the business, instead of just hoping that you keep your job, hoping you're not affected by lockdown, hoping that your industry does well, hoping that the economy starts doing better in the country. all these factors that are out of our control. You get to turn that around here at DuePoint. So to give you an idea of your remuneration prospects here at DuePoint, we put this 3-year plan together for you to take a look at. It is very much a gray area, so to speak, because if you join DuePoint and you do absolutely nothing, you will earn 0 for 3 years. But if you come and commit to this business and start connecting as many people as possible, then you can earn well over R1 million within your first 36 months here at DuePoint. We've got our top wealth engineers do 3 times that amount in the space of 3 years. And so, again, you get to be accountable for the results in this business. In our jobs, there's only about 20% of people in their jobs that are doing all the work. The other 80% are sitting watching the 20% do all the work. And there you get paid regardless often, right? But in this business, and this can be a double-edged sword, in this business, you're accountable for your results. You can't blame anyone, right? But that's also a good thing, because at the same time, because I'm accountable for my results, I can be in control of my results. If I want to earn more next month, I put in more effort. If I want to put in more effort every single month, if I want to commit more time to the business, I get to see the result at the end of every single month. In our jobs, what happens typically? You can put in a lot of effort, right? You might be a salesman, you might earn commission once off for that month, and that might be a good month for you. But at DuePoint, you get paid every single month. You could get paid every single month for 1 month's effort. Right? We got people that have come into the business, worked for a couple of years, and then stopped working the business altogether. They're still being paid to this day, right? And that's the beauty of being able to derive income through an asset instead of our activity. How do we pay our wealth engineers? Very straightforward to calculate for yourself and to understand, I hope. I'm going to explain it to you. When you go out, remember I said your mandate at DuePoint is purely to go out and connect people to the business opportunity. You are not responsible for selling our financial products, for marketing our financial products, for giving us product references. You've got nothing to do with DuePoint's financial products. Your only job, your only responsibility is to go tell people that a business opportunity exists. And when you connect those individuals to DuePoint, we then take over the responsibility of exposing those people to our products, right? And if any of those people that you connect to this business decide to either join DuePoint or take out one of our products, you get remunerated for those successful connections. So if you go out and connect people personally, those individuals fall on what we call your first point. On your first point, you will see according to the table. Very simple, right? Point 1. You get paid 55 Rand for every product every single month. Not every person, every product. You might connect a person to DuePoint who takes out 5 products. You get paid 55 Rand for every product that those individuals on your first point take out. And so let's say, for example, you join this week and you go out this week and you connect 10 people successfully, right? Each one of those people either join DuePoint or take out one product. You get remunerated 550 Rand next month, right? Because you've got those 10 product owners on your first point. That's how quickly you can start building income in this business. You can do it in a day here at DuePoint, right? Because everything is available to you online. You can do this business at any time of the day through your mobile app. When the individuals on your first point, now we're going to talk about the leverage afforded to you. When the individuals on your first point go out and connect other people, those people fall on your second point. And look at the table, point 2. Again, you are remunerated 55 Rand for every product on point 2. And so on and so forth. The people on point 2 will connect people to point 3. People on point 3 will connect people on your point 4. So on and so forth. And you can see according to the table, you can see it's 55 Rand on point 1 and 2. And then as the product and the individuals get further away from you, that remuneration every month starts to decline steadily, all the way to point 8, where you're still being paid 1.10 Rand for every product on point 8. In theory, to infinity. We do not limit the size of your channels here at DuePoint. Think about that for a second, because that is a massive benefit. You are not limited by the size of your channel. If you want to connect 1 million people into your business, that is your prerogative. If you want to do that, if that's your aim, if that's your goal, if you have that driving ambition to connect that many people, you can do it, knowing that DuePoint is not going to limit the size of your channel. In other words, DuePoint is not going to limit the size of your income every single month. Because from point 8 outwards, in theory to infinity, you can carry on building your channel. We will keep on paying you R1.10 from point 8 outwards and beyond. So that is how we pay our wealth engineers every single month. We have paid out well over 30 million rand to wealth engineers in the space of 60 months. And that's a growing number. You just have to decide if that's what you want, right? I'm going to ask you, there's a slide that's going to come up that says, what is your decision? And the decision that I'm going to ask you is not whether you want to join or not. It is whether you want to commit to creating an asset that creates true passive income for you. That's the decision. That's the decision. On top of our returns program, which is how our wealth engineers earn money every single month, we have a XP Rewards program. The XP Rewards program is made up of all kinds of rewards. And so when you start growing your channel, you'll reach certain milestones. These milestones, we refer to them as ranks. And with every rank, there is a reward waiting for you. And so they start out fairly small, but they get bigger and bigger. There are cash checks. Majority of the rewards are cash checks, but there are some that really stand out and some that really get wealth engineers excited. We've got a number of overseas conferences available to our wealth engineers in the rewards program. We've got a number of motor cars available to our wealth engineers in the XP Rewards program. The first trip that you get to aim for is rank 9. At rank 9, you need 1,000 products in your qualified channel. Once you reach 1,000 products in your qualified channel, we will invite you and your family to our rank 9 international conference. It is an all expenses paid trip for you and your family. It is 7 days away. It is 5-star luxury. Let me tell you, you get 5-star and you get 5-star. I've learned this. You get 5-star and you get 5-star. We go on the 5-star trip that is at the top of the 5-star trips. I'm going to show you exactly what 5-star looks like for our wealth engineers. We are going to be announcing the 2021 destination for our rank 9s and above on Tuesday night. So in exactly a week, if you tune in next week Tuesday with Brendan or come through to our head office, he is going to reveal the exact destination. Our rank 9s have been racking their brains for the last 6 months about where are we going this year? Where are we going this year? And we've dropped little clues and tidbits. 1 or 2 of them have figured it out. But for the rest of us, Brendan will be revealing that destination on Tuesday night. So tune in next week. But let me show you a highlights video of what our wealth engineers have enjoyed with regards to DuePoint's trips up until this point. So the last 5 years of trips with DuePoint look like this. shot. That last shot was the destination. And so if you've been on our social media, you would have noticed all the little tips and clues we've dropped. Anyone here figured out where we're going? Poker faces, you're all in denial. Then at rank 11, DuePoint will buy you a brand new car cash. You don't spend a cent on your car. DuePoint will pay that R250,000 towards whatever car you want, and you get to drive that car home, park it in your garage, and the most special thing about that car is there's no debit order at the end of the month. I always wonder how many South Africans are actually able to afford brand new cars without having to finance the car, right? It doesn't happen. We've got to go buy a second-hand car. But to get a brand new car, paid for by somebody else, no debit order at the end of the month, and that can happen for you by rank 11 in this business, while your income is building every single month. By the time you get to rank 9, you're earning close to 20,000 Rand a month. Right? The record to getting to rank 9 is 5 months, by the way. So 5 months. Someone has to beat the record. Records always get broken, right? To get to rank 11, maybe 20 months, 24 months. And now you're earning probably close to 30,000 Rand every single month. And then you could take a 3-month holiday and not do DuePoint for 3 months. And DuePoint's still going to pay you 30,000 Rand every single month while you're lying on the beach doing nothing. Do you like the sound of true passive income? There are very, very few South Africans that have the liberty of earning income through assets that they own instead of the skill and the trade they have to ply to earn income. And those South Africans are generally all wealthy. On top of the rewards program, we've got the Achiever Quest. The Achiever Quest is a wonderful opportunity to boost your income every single month. So the Achiever Quest happens every single month. It's an incentive that we run every single month, and it rewards those individuals that connect 5 or more people in a single month. So that is easy to connect 5 or more people in a single month, right? But you've got to make it a goal. And so if you connect 5 people in a single given month who all pay successfully, DuePoint will boost your return by 1,000 Rand. We'll give you an extra 1,000 Rand on top of your return. 10 people will earn you 5,000 Rand. 20 people will earn you 10,000 Rand, and 30 people will earn you 15,000 Rand. You can do this every single month if you want. And so if you connected a person a day in this business, that would pay you out an extra 180,000 Rand a year on top of your growing returns. Right? But you've got to aim for this. You've got to make it a goal every single month. The Achiever Quest checks, and then you get to be highlighted in our Movers and Shakers email and on our social media, holding a big fat check above your head. And that's always good to see. Right? We don't get that at work. Whenever do you get to hold up a big check at work? Right? We've got daily benefits for all our wealth engineers. So for every active wealth engineer, you have access to these 3 daily benefits in the form of medical, legal access, and road assist. These cost you absolutely nothing. They are part of being part of DuePoint. Medical is basically a qualified healthcare practitioner at your beck and call 24 hours a day. The thing I like about it is they specialize in pediatrics. So if you've got any children, young children, you know how you panic when your child gets sick, or they start coughing like a donkey at 2 o'clock in the morning and you think their throat's going to close. You can call this hotline. They've got pediatric specialists there waiting to help you. And so it saves so much time in terms of having to go visit GPs, the time, the expense, the travel cost, having to ask your boss if you can take your child to the doctor. Don't have to worry about that. You can get specialist advice from someone on our medical hotline. Legal access is basically a lawyer at your disposal, again, 24 hours a day, every single day of the year. And then road assist, which includes home assist, is what it says. It's roadside assistance for those times that we are inconveniently broken down on the side of the road. They'll come assist you, whether you've locked your keys in the car, you've run out of petrol, whatever it is. And they've got a lot of services that help you at home. Burst geysers, power that doesn't work, issues like that. And we get raving reviews on these services. Why? Because they cost nothing. Oh, we get excited when things don't cost anything, right? We love it. And so those are the daily benefits available to all our wealth engineers. And so that, in summary, what is it? The last 25 minutes, I've explained to you the benefits of joining this business. Remember, the primary one, right, and we're going to go through them quickly again. The primary one is the ability to create asset-based recurring income. That is by far the greatest benefit you receive out of this business. That is the one you can take advantage of the most. Why? Because there's no limitation to it. There's no limitation. You get paid every single month. We make careers out of 45 years of our lives, right? And that's if you're the lucky one that can retire. The people who can't retire have to work for 50 years, 55 years, 60 years. If you can commit 45 years to building an asset that pays you out every single month, is that not time spent more wisely? Is it not? So, the number one benefit, asset-based recurring income. Remember, we spoke about the Cash Quest and the XP Rewards program that included that overseas trip. By the way, there are more overseas trips awaiting you in the XP Rewards program. There are 28 ranks in the XP Rewards program. I only showed you up to rank 11. We saw the motor cars that are paid in cash. We saw the first one at rank 11. We just spoke about those 3 free daily benefits that you receive. What we haven't mentioned is the personal development platform. We will never throw you into this business and just hope that you're going to swim, right? You might get pushed in the deep end, but we're going to give you everything that is going to allow you to swim nicely in the deep end, right? And so we've got all the training in place and available for you through our mobile platforms. We've got one-on-one mentorship programs. We've got coaching with teams. We've got it all. We want you to succeed in this business. Because if you're not succeeding, we cannot succeed, right? That's why I say this is a true partnership. This is a 100% partnership. We perform, you perform, and this business will grow, and it'll pay out all those wealth engineers more and more and more every single month. And that is what we aim to do. We plan to be the solution in this country. We want to have an economic impact in this country. While everything else is sliding downhill at the moment, we want to be one of the businesses. We want you to be the individuals to help claw it back up. For all our sakes, for our children's sakes, right? And so, DuePoint, we believe, very much a business that is fighting to be the solution in our economy. To join this business is going to cost you 249 Rand a month, and that's all. That's it, 249. That number doesn't change. It might change with a little bit of inflation, but that's minute compared to what you can earn in this business. So think about your potential. If you connect 10 people to this business, you're already earning 550 Rand a month. Your cost every month is still only 249. 2 years down the line, you could be earning 30,000 Rand a month from this business. Your cost to being part of DuePoint is still only going to be 249. In 20 years' time, you could be earning 100,000 Rand a month or 250,000 Rand a month. DuePoint's still only going to charge you 249 to be part of this business. You also have the option of taking out one of our financial products. So you can either just join the business and be part of the wealth creation platform, or you can just take out one of our products and you get everything the wealth platform offers, right? And so it would be wise for you to go look at the financial products. Because if you look at the top one, I'm going to use the top one as an example. If you take out Access Wealth, it's going to cost you 349 Rand a month. But 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment account in your name. You keep 100 of the 349. And so this product is only costing you 249 Rand. But you get the entire wealth creation platform that the 249 included anyway. So go do your research. It is wise to take out a product and get the product benefits, because the difference between the product cost and the 249 is nominal. Just be a product owner. It makes sense, right? Go onto our website. Under products, you can go click on any one of the products that you want to investigate. go click on that little magic button at the bottom that says, watch the review video. Brendan does a beautiful 10-minute, 15-minute review on every product. He will talk about all the inclusions, the exclusions, who the product's aimed at, the benefits and the features of the product in 10 minutes. And you will have a comprehensive understanding of the product. Right? Often financial products can be complicated. Brendan dissects the product beautifully for you so that you can understand it. So go take a look at the products, go choose a product and become a product owner at DuePoint. Of course, our underwriting partners, so in other words, the companies that underwrite these financial products. Number one, Constantia underwrites a number of those products. Santam, so these two companies are blue chip businesses in South Africa. Constantia is 70 years next year. Santam is over 100 years old. Santam is the biggest insurance company in Africa. And then Workers Life, which is the biggest trade union in South Africa. And so be aware of our underwriting partners. And of course, they are all reputable, well-established underwriting partners that we have partnered with. There's the decision slide. I warned you, remember? What is your decision going to be? I do not want to know whether you want to join or not. I am speaking to the people who want to join. The decision slide is for the people who want to join, because there's another decision you have to make, a way more important decision. And that is a decision about priority and commitment. You can join this business and do nothing. It will pay you nothing. Remember, I said, you take control over your income. And so I hope that you're able to make a decision about commitment to this business. It is not a New Year's resolution. We're not trying to quit smoking or to lose weight or to become healthier. We are trying to save our lives from a financial perspective. Stress levels go up tenfold when you have financial trouble. Right? They blur everything else in your life when you can't make ends meet every single month. This business is here to be a solution to that. It is here to offer security. And so you've got to treat it with that same necessity. Commit to it, prioritize it, have a meeting with your family if you have to have a meeting with your family, and say we are going to be committing time to this business for our sakes. Right? And so I hope you can treat it with that importance. That is the decision I want you to make this evening. Getting started, very straightforward. Jump onto our website, www.duepoint.net. There's a big join button. The joining process is going to take you 5 minutes to go through, right? Once you've joined, download the DuePoint app. You can then log into the DuePoint app. That's easy enough. Remember to put the wealth engineer number of the person who connected you to the business. All right? I don't think many people forget that because it's the first question in the application form. But I know many wealth engineers panic about that. You guys panic about it. Oh, I think they forgot to put my wealth engineer number in, right? You always think there's a leak somewhere. There's a leak somewhere. There isn't a leak. I promise you, everyone will put your wealth engineer number in, and that connection will get recorded and cataloged, and you'll earn from it. Go watch our training videos, right? We say training videos, but it's much more than that. The coaching and the mentorship and the education programs that we have in place here are very comprehensive. They don't only cover the system, how to grow a channel. There are many topics and subject matter that will help you develop into someone who becomes an expert and good at building a channel, good at connecting people, all so that your income can grow every single month. Go watch all that material and that content. And then to start earning in this business, so this is your number one, this is the first goal you set for yourself at DuePoint, right? If the person who connected you to the business hasn't given you this goal, I'm giving it to you now. Your first goal is to connect 3 people as quickly as possible. Why? Because that's when you start earning at DuePoint. We don't pay you for 1 person or 2 people. Once you've connected your 3rd person, that's when you start earning at DuePoint. And so that is your first goal. You need to do that in the first few days. Do not wait months to do that. You're wasting your time. Do it in the first few days. If you have to speak to 10 people to get 1 person connected, easy maths, ne? That's easy maths. How many do I need to speak to connect 3 then? Well done. My daughter's in grade 2. She knows this. You need to speak to 30 people. It's simple. Speak to the 30. Speak to them in 3 days. Get the 3 connected. Because when DuePoint pays you money, when you see a line item on your bank statement that says your account has been credited, I know that's a scarce sighting, that credit line. The rest are debit lines on our accounts. When you see DuePoint is paying you, you can now firmly trust that this business works for you and is going to pay you, right? And so, very important first step. Go connect 3 people, but I'm going to push you a little harder. I'm going to tell you to go connect 5 people. 5 people in your first month. Why would I tell you to go to 5 people? Because then you get access to the Achiever Quest checks, right? And the first Achiever Quest check is an extra 1,000 Rand. If you hit those Achiever Quests, it 10 times your payout. That's 10 times your payout from going from 3 to 5. Why? Because you get paid an extra 1,000 Rand. Look in the orange writing there, early Achiever Quest check of 1,000 Rand that you'll get paid by just connecting 5. Go the extra 2. Don't stop at 3, get the extra 2, get the 5, get the 1,000 Rand, right? If you can do 5, why not do 10? Because if you do 10, we're going to pay you an extra 5,000 Rand. Right? Especially when you're starting in this business. Hit it as hard as you can. 20 in a month will earn you an extra 10,000 Rand. In your first month, you could earn over 11,000 Rand here at DuePoint. And if you do 30 in a month, which is absolutely awesome, we've got a wealth engineer who did that in January to do a person a day. Isn't that awesome to connect a person a day? And in the year before that, we had a gentleman that nearly did 365 connections in a single year. Right? You can do it. You just have to set your mind to it. Make it a goal. Do 30 in a month, and DuePoint will pay you an extra 15,000 Rand on top of your recurring income. Right? Your payout in your first month could be close to 17,000 Rand. In your first month, where does that happen in business? I've tried running my own businesses. You can run at a loss for a whole year before you start making money. Right? Here at DuePoint, you pay your $249 or your product, and you go out and you milk this business for all it's worth. Do it. It is up to you. You're accountable for your results. Come connect with us. You click those like, share, follow, subscribe buttons. We all know those buttons. We're very active on Facebook, naturally, the biggest social media platform in South Africa. YouTube, a lot of our materials on YouTube. Instagram, go see what we're about. Go do your research. Go see, is this a business that I want to partner with? Can I be proud to be partner with DuePoint, right? You'll go see what we're all about just by connecting with us on our social media platforms. And if you want, you can listen to us on the podcast platforms that we're available on. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. There's about 10 of them that we're on. You can go listen to us over there. Lots of material for you to connect with us on a daily basis. Merchandise. Someone said to me the other day, merchandise is only for the old people. What are they talking about? Eh? They are out of touch. Merchandise works still today, right? How do I know that? Because there's a merchandise company on the highway at the huge intersection here in Johannesburg, and they have a monster warehouse. And so corporates understand that merchandise works. Why? Because it displays your conviction and your affiliation with a brand. And if you are going to go out and represent DuePoint, you want to show your conviction in the business that you're trying to get someone else to look at. If you can't show that you're committed to the business, how do you convince someone to just come spend 30 minutes to look at it? You need to show your passion in the business. Merchandise does that. That's why Ronaldo sells so many shirts, right? So, if you can only afford the notebook, get the notebook. Get the pins, right? But we've got business cards, power banks, caps, we've got it all. Go onto our website, click on the store button. We'll send the merchandise to any postnet in the country, right? Get your merchandise. It's easy to order online. And with that, folks, before I end off, I'm going to show you a wonderful new product update. For our guests, if you've had any questions about what we've discussed in the last 30 minutes, please pop your question into Facebook. Stacy will send it to me. I'll take a look and see what questions we have to answer shortly. But I want to show all of you a little feature update that we've been working on for the last month. That is most certainly, I'm super happy that we've got this done. It is most certainly going to help all of you. And so I'll show that to you shortly. Let's take a step back and see if we have any questions that Stacy has sent. Yes, we've got one so far. I get very few questions. I do a very good intro presentation. I never get too many questions. Brendan gets all the questions. Just a question I have about Rank 9. So this is a question about our Rank 9 overseas conference, right? If you know you are going to the holiday, can you take, for example, your niece on the holiday? This is a very easy question to answer. It's just a short, sharp no. If you qualify as a Rank 9 wealth engineer, you can bring your spouse and you can bring your children if they are under the age of 16, right? And you will realize the expense that we go to when you come on the trip, right? I think we kind of brought it across in the video. You get to understand the value of the trip. And so you can't just bring anyone. It's got to be tight family, because this is who you're doing it for, right? You're not building this business for your niece, not building it for anyone else, not building it for your girlfriend, right? And so we include only the people that you're building this business with, and so that is your immediate family that you get to bring, limited to 4 individuals, children under the age of 16. All right, so that answers you there. I don't think Stacey's sent me anything else. All right, so let me hop on over to this feature update that we have for you. Brendan and Jane have been working wildly on this thing. For once, I wasn't involved. Let them do it. So if there are any mistakes, okay, so I'm going to step away out of the screen, but I want you to take a look at what we have up here. We have our YouTube page, right? So if you don't know how to find our YouTube page, very simply, just type in the search box, DuePoint, and it'll come up. So that's what our YouTube page looks like. If you scroll down, the first video here will be different for different people. If you're a first-time visitor, you'll have a different video. If you subscribed, you'll get a different video. But if you go further down, you will see there are playlists. So the first playlist is uploads. The one above that is live, I think, upcoming live streams. That's the one that's happening right now. Then we got uploads, and then the very next one is a very important one. This is one of the most important playlists on our YouTube channel, and it is getting started. That's getting started. We've got wonderful videos here that explain DuePoint's proposition for you, right? You don't have to go out and try explain to people what DuePoint's all about. You are not going to do the job myself and Brendan do. You might have done public speaking at high school, I don't care. Myself and Brendan have been doing this proposition presentation for nearly 6 years, right? And you get to use that. So use it, right? So we've got a couple of videos. Look at the first one there. The first one is Create Wealth Differently. So that is about a 8-9 minute video that explains to you what DuePoint is. This is the video that you send your friends and your family and the people that you want to connect to DuePoint, right? These are not new videos. You can see they've been up for a while. Then there's another video, While You're Young, Create Wealth Differently. This is a video that is similar to the other video, but it's aimed at younger individuals. It's aimed at people who haven't started families yet, typically 20 to 35 years old. You send that video to those people, right? Because they will relate to that video as a younger person. And then we have this video over here, the DuePoint Business Opportunity in 10 minutes. So the feature I'm about to introduce you to has been added to these 3 videos, right? That one, and this one. So let's click on this one here. There's the video there. Right?
Being a breadwinner in a family.
Let's pause it. Okay, so we're all aware DuePoint does business in English. We do business in English, right? But we've made some concessions. You are able to turn on subtitles on these 3 videos in English, right? Because some people like subtitles, even though the video is in English, you can still turn on the subtitles in English. So if you are hearing impaired, like myself, I think you just become hearing impaired early if you're from a mining family. It's the small kids. You start to tune them out, I think. But you're also able to turn on subtitles in Afrikaans and Zulu. All right? How do we do that? Right? You're sending it to someone, you know their native tongue, their native language, their home language is Afrikaans or Zulu. You're going to send them the video and you're going to tell them, click on the little settings icon. Can you see it here? Settings, it's a little cog. Click on that. See there's subtitles. Click on that. Off. Afrikaans, English, Zulu. I click on Afrikaans. Look at that. You might have to click on the CC button, which means closed captions, right, to turn that on and off. But it generally goes to on when you change the setting. So now you can send the video out. It's going to have English, Afrikaans, and Zulu subtitles. It makes it much easier to understand.
Has always been a stressful and a challenging situation. But in more recent times, we've seen declining economies, pandemics, technology changes, and a lot.
Okay, the Afrikaans I can understand, and this is high language Afrikaans. Some of those words were very new to me. Let's go through to Zulu. There we go. There's the Zulu subtitles.
Loss of many traditional jobs. It leaves us with the question, are we doing enough for our families and for ourselves to cope with the new future? Building a secure financial...
There we go. Folks, I hope you get to use that. I hope it empowers your business a little bit more. I am pretty confident that it will. And remember, when you go out and prospect and connect people, that's another question you can ask. What is your home language? What do you prefer to speak? Is it Zulu? Is it Afrikaans? And you can send them the video, and it just shows that you care a little bit more, right? When you can send someone a video and say, click on the subtitles, they got it in Zulu for you. Absolutely awesome. So I'm actually ecstatic that we got that feature out. I think it's going to help greatly. We'll see in time, maybe we'll add some more languages to it. I know we've got about 700 languages in South Africa, but I think it'll certainly help. Let me see if Stacey's got any more questions for me. Stacey does. Mateka, Mashaba, let's see. How will my invited guests be able to sign up to me if they go and register on the website? How will you be able to know they are mine? So, Mateka, the first question on our registration, on our join form, on the sign-up process is, which wealth engineer introduced you to DuePoint? That's the first question, right? And so when you are speaking to somebody, right, and I hope that you are not just sending them a link and then disappearing. I hope you're following up, because if you're following up, you will be aware of when they are ready to sign up. And when they're ready to sign up, I hope that you're offering to help them when they sign up, or to tell them, listen, this question is complicated or confusing, or you need to have this, or make sure you got your bank account details, make sure you got your ID number or your passport number, right? Help them a little bit in that sign-up process. But when you're aware that they're about to sign up, of course you're going to send them your wealth engineer number. It's for those people going out connecting people they don't know when their prospects are signing up. That's when the worry comes in, right? That's when you're hoping those 20 people you spoke to last week who you've never followed up with again, that they sign up and use your wealth engineer number. Be part of that process. You are now part of that person's life. A big, important part of that person's life. Follow up, be close to them, ask questions, serve them, don't push them. Don't try to micromanage them. Serve those individuals. Help those individuals. And so, Mateka, I hope that answers your question regarding that. And then we've got Lorraine. Lorraine has asked, how many products do you have before going to rank 1? So, Lorraine, to get to rank 1, you need 4 products in your qualified channel, right? And so once you have 4 products, so it could be 3 individuals, and one of those individuals has taken 2 products, right? Or you could have 4 individuals with 1 product each. And they might not have taken products. They might have just joined and be paying their $249 regardless. You need 4 of those successful payments happening in your qualified channel, and that'll take you to rank 1. And I think you need 4,000 XP. Is that right? 4,000 XP, which you can do in 30 seconds, I think. About 30 seconds, Paul. And so rank 1, very simple to get to, Lorraine. And those are my questions. All right. Folks, thank you for your time this evening. You have a question. Hi.
So you get to 0.8 plus, right? And it says you're getting a return of 1 rand.
10, yeah.
Does it decrease after that point, or is it
No.
one?
Yeah. So the question is, for folks watching online, one of our audience members has asked, in our remuneration program, in the returns program, I showed you that table that went from point 1, where you get paid 55 Rand per product every month, all the way down to point 8. At point 8, it showed that you were earning 1 Rand 10 for every product in your qualified channel every month. There was a little plus sign next to the point 8. That says, or that at least demarcates, that from point 8 outwards in theory to infinity, point 8, point 9, point 10, point 11, all the way to point 1,000 in theory, DuePoint will carry on paying you 1 Rand 10 from point 8 outwards. All right. Peter?
I was wondering, in South Africa is a very dangerous place. If you're driving home and you notice you've been followed by hijackers, is it possible to seek help from Roadside?
I'd have to double check that, but I think offhand, so sorry, the question that Peter's asking is, does roadside assist include some kind of armed response if you're being followed home by suspected hijackers? I think the answer to that is no. I can double check tomorrow morning with Brendan. If I just knew my T's and C's off by heart, I'd probably be able to tell you. But offhand, I think no, because it's roadside emergency assistance. I don't think they have any armed response service part of that. But I'll double check for you. All right. Yes.
Okay, on the services, medical calls, do they only offer medical advice, or does it include some services like mobility?
No, it's only advice. So the one daily benefit that's called Medicall, where you get to phone and speak to a qualified healthcare practitioner, it's advice only. So they will speak to you, they will listen to what symptoms you might have or your child has, and then they'll advise you. They can't prescribe medicine, so there's no prescription. But in the research we did when we took on the service, we discovered that only 20% of doctors' visits end up with prescribed medicine. Did you know that? So 80% of the time you go to the doctor, you don't actually get prescription medication. And so you could have facilitated that interaction for free through medical. And so, yeah, it's only medical advice. They will then escalate that if need be. They'll say to you, listen, you need to go to your GP or you need to go to a specialist. But I think nowadays you have to go through a GP before you go to the specialist. But they'll advise you. So it's only an advice-only hotline. All right. Any other questions, folks? I better check Stacey's. Just got a thank you from one of the rank 11s. It's a pleasure, Lynette. So thank you for everyone who's joined us this evening for our live intro. You can tune in again for a broadcast of this intro tomorrow night at 6:30, as well as Thursday evening and on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Get your guests to come look at what DuePoint is all about. That's your only job, is just to connect people and support them and serve them, and they will serve you well through this platform. And then remember, next week, Tuesday, so in exactly 7 days' time, Brendan is going to tell all you curious individuals exactly where you're going to be going for the Rank 9 trip. And you'll get to see all the photos and the videos of where we're going. He might share the itinerary of the Rank 9s with you. And so if you're not going, you're going to get thoroughly jealous when you see what's happening. But at the same time, you should get excited, knowing that Rank 9 is waiting for you. Every single person that joins this business can get to Rank 9 if they wish to. If you wish to. It's available for you. And so that should excite you no end. Rank 9 is not going anywhere. It's happening every single year, as it's happened in the last 5 years. So that should excite you. Tune in next week again. Have a wonderful evening, folks, and I'll see you all again tomorrow night.